Genesis chapter 3. The fall of man. 1. Now the serpent was the most cunning of all the wild animals that the Lord God had made. And she asked the woman, "Is this really what God said? Do not eat of any fruit from the trees of the garden?" 2. The woman answered the serpent, "We can eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden." 3. But God said, "Do not eat of the fruit of the tree that is in the midst of the garden, nor touch it, otherwise you will die." 4. The serpent said to the woman, "Surely they will not die." 5. God knows that the day you eat of it, your eyes will be opened, and you, like God, will be knowers of good and evil. 6. When the woman saw that the tree seemed pleasing to the palate, it was attractive to the eye, and, moreover, desirable for discernment from it, she took of its fruit, ate it, and gave it to her husband, who ate it also. 7. The eyes of the two of them opened, and they realized that they were naked. Then they gathered fig leaves to cover themselves. 8. Hearing the man and his wife the footsteps of the Lord God, who walked through the garden when the breeze of the day blew, they hid themselves from the presence of the Lord God among the trees of the garden. 9. But the Lord God called the man, asking, "Where are you?" 10. And he answered, "I heard your footsteps in the garden, and I was afraid, because I was naked. That's why I hid." 11. And God asked, "Who said you were naked? Have you eaten of the fruit of the tree of which I have forbidden you to eat?" 12. Said the man, "It was the woman you gave me as a companion who gave me the fruit of the tree, and I ate it." 13. The Lord God then asked the woman, "What have you done?" The woman replied, "The serpent deceived me, and I ate." 14. Then the Lord God declared to the serpent, "Once you have done this, cursed are you among all the domestic flocks and among all the wild animals. On your belly you will crawl, and dust will eat every day of your life." 15. I will put enmity between you and the woman, between your offspring and her offspring. This one will hurt your head, and you will bruise your heel. 16. To the woman he declared, "I will greatly multiply your suffering in pregnancy. With suffering you will give birth to children. Your wish will be for your husband, and he will dominate her." 17. And to the man he declared, "Since you have listened to your wife, and eaten of the fruit of the tree, of which I have commanded you not to eat, cursed is the earth for your sake. With suffering you will feed on it every day of your life." 18. It will give you thorns and weeds, and you will have to feed on the plants of the field. 19. With the sweat of your brow you will eat your bread until you return to the earth, since it has been taken from it. For you are dust, and to dust you shall return. 20. Adam named his wife Eve, for she would be the mother of all mankind. 21. The Lord God made clothes of skin, and with them clothed Adam and his wife. 22. Then said the Lord God, "Now man has become like one of us, knowing good and evil. He must not, therefore, be allowed to take also the fruit of the tree of life and eat it, and live forever." 23. That is why the Lord God sent him away from the Garden of Eden to cultivate the soil from which he had been taken. 24. After casting out the man, he placed cherubim and a flaming sword that moved east of the Garden of Eden, guarding the way to the tree of life.